Hello everyone. So today's topic is Little Snippets of My Life Part 2. So as you would have understood from the heading, it is about my journey from being a magazine cover model to a TV anchor. So let's start from the story of being a magazine cover model. I think I was around 4 or 5 or maybe 6 years old when we were coming down from Delhi to Kerala. And in those days, the train journeys used to be pretty long. It used to be around 2 or 3 days long. So we were accompanied by a magazine editor, the same compartment as we were in. And then what happened was he requested my parents if he could take a picture of mine and use it as a model for the magazine cover. My parents were like okay with it. They didn't think of it as a big deal. So this editor took a picture of me as a child model, and once we reached home and a couple of days passed by, I think even after a couple of months, actually the editor published my picture as the magazine cover model. So nobody cared much about those things in those days, or at least my family was not much bothered about these kind of things. So nobody kept a copy of the magazine, or nobody kept as a memorabilia or anything like that. Then what happened was my aunt was studying. Her college was the same compound as my school. So whenever there is a festival like a school or college fest happening, she used to invite me and my friends to go to her college, and there used to be vendors selling ice lollies, candies, and it used to be huge. So she used to buy these lollies and everything for us. I'll show you a picture of hers. I have it. We call her Ajumema. Let me get it for you. This is my aunt. I hope you can see her. This is my aunt with Papan. We call her Ajumema. So then what happened was she used to invite me and my friends to her college for the fest, and we used to go. And when we went there, her friends were like, "Isn't that the girl? Is that the same girl who came in the magazine? Was her picture? Is that the same girl?" And my aunt was like, "Yeah. Her picture was published as a magazine cover girl." And I was like, "What? I was a model." I was like, for a moment, I was like pretty proud of that. And that was a tiny celebrity moment of my life, which I came across when I was a child. So whenever I went to meet her, frequented to meet her in her college, so I used to get a little bit of celebrity treatment because of this, thanks to the magazine editor who published my picture as the cover of his magazine, and it is still a very prominent magazine in India, in Kerala especially. So yeah, that is the first story. Now years went by, and I was studying in Bangalore. In our college used to have, still has, I believe, some of the most beautiful girls across country. I can say that because many of the girls went on to become models and international models and joined Bollywood, and it was, our college was paraded by beautiful girls. So one day what happened was college said that college wants to publish a college magazine and promote brochures and all that, and they told all the students to come up dressed as in your well-dressed clothes, because the college wants to take some pictures for the college magazine. All of us, as usual, got dressed and we went for our classes. And when the photo shoot happened, it was in a library, cafeteria, all those places. The cameraman was going around and clicking pictures like that. And once the magazine got published, to my surprise, I was there, and in a couple of pictures I was there, and this is one of that picture. I hope you can see it. I don't know. I'll put in a picture in the video in any case. So this is one of those pictures that was published in the college magazine and brochures. And here I don't know, I wouldn't say I was like really good looking or anything, but I would say that probably I was pretty dressed like a very studious student or what, I don't know. My picture was chosen as for the college magazine, and this used to be our IT lab, and this was our physics lab, I guess. And this is Abhishek. We lost him recently. Just 1 or 2 months ago we lost him. So this is Abhi, and this is me posing in our physics lab. So this is one of the experiences of my photo being published in a magazine. Again, none of us bothered to save a copy of that magazine or the pictures, so I don't have an actual hard copy of that. And this picture was specifically sent to me by one of my classmates and friends who shared it on our class group chat. So that's how I got this picture recently. Now the third story is that as I discussed in my previous video, I used to be this person who used to jump on to help people. I used to be, and why I stopped being that is also discussed in that particular video. So now one of my acquaintances, when I was working with this particular organization, he said that by sharing my views on interracial integration in Dubai, and I gave my comment, and then he said, please can you share a picture of yours also so that we can put it in the newspaper. And that was one of the instances wherein I got a chance of my views being published in a prominent newspaper at that time, and I have actually saved that here, and I'd like to show you people. So this is that newspaper in which it was printed about my view on interracial integration in Dubai. And yeah, 26th September 2006 edition of eveningpost.ae, and my views is here. Tell us, under the column tell us. This is where I am. This is my views and my picture in this newspaper, Evening Post of UAE, 2006. That means almost how many years? 14 years ago in this newspaper. My views was published. So this is the third story. Now the most important story of how I became a anchor for one of the very prominent TV channels of India. So I was vacationing in Kerala, and those days vacations means you meet your relatives and chilling at home. That is how the vacations used to be. So though we used to go for a trip to Munnar to places which were like in and around Kerala, like Wayanad, and those places we used to catch up. But this one of the vacation, I was there, and in the newspaper I saw a clipping ad saying that anchors required for a TV show. And I was like, I could fit in to this, and I don't know, somehow I felt like it was an opportunity for me to try it out. And I went there. Immediately I told my family, I said I want to attend this interview and see what it's going to be. I called my cousin, actually a couple of them joined me, and we all went to the interview center. It was filled with people, a lot of people were there, and a lot of beautiful girls. They were all dressed in the Kerala set saree, beautifully dressed, beautifully dressed up for the occasion. I wasn't so prepared. I was just wearing a parallel pants and a top and a dupatta or something like that. And I was not actually in a Kerala sari or Kerala attire. And the casting director and the director who were interviewing, they didn't even bother to look at me or anything like that. So I was like, oh my god, I have very less chances of getting through. And there were a lot of girls who were like really prepared, and they were like practicing their words, and the interview was taking pretty long. And towards the afternoon, we had to reach there at 9 o'clock. From morning till afternoon we waited for the interview to get over, and I was the last one to be called for the interview. And I had a disadvantage of speaking fluently in Malayalam compared to a person born and brought up in Kerala. So that was the disadvantages I was on. And I had that in my mind, I'm going to perform. So the interviewer said, you're chosen, we'll do the shooting today itself. Little taken aback, are you sure we can finish it today itself? He was like, yeah, no problem. Come over, you can, if you want, you can just do a touch up there. And this is the script, you can go through it and do the presentation. I was like, and it was completely in Malayalam. I know how to read and talk and write in Malayalam, but to memorize and talk fluently for the range of one of the prominent channels of India, I was not very confident of. But the crew, the director, they were completely so supportive, and I couldn't memorize the sentences and say, you know, but the team was so very supportive that I had this opportunity to be an anchor for a very, at that time the program used to be a very good program, and I could be the anchor for that program. And I still remember my family members, everybody watching it on TV, and it was a prominent channel. And they also later called me to come and do more shows for them. The team was superb, it was superbly supportive, and it was a fantastic program. But unfortunately I was not in Kerala and I was here, but my mom kept telling they had been calling for you to come and perform and to be an anchor for their channel, but I never got a chance. And this was again in 2005, 2006 or 4, somewhere around that time. So these are my journey. These are lesser known parts of my journey, from being a magazine cover model to a TV anchor. And the reason why I'm sharing these kind of stories is here that when we get older, these are the kind of memories that is going to take us a longer way, you know. I see a lot of people wasting their time on gossiping and creating problems for others. Life is too short to waste your time on all the other things. Invest in things that are interesting. Create your own beautiful memories for yourself, your family, and your children. Create beautiful memories. So when you get old and when you're really leaving this world, it will be nice to look back at the beautiful adventurous memories that you have had. You know, so create a life of adventure and wonderful memories. So this is my advice to everyone out there. Create a life full of beautiful memories. Don't waste in gossiping and creating problems for others. Let's build a beautiful life ahead. So wishing everyone a wonderful life. Thank you for watching once again. All the best. Bye bye.